Alright, game audio is running, voice audio is running. I'm going to try and do something that I've never done before, and I'm going to hope that everything works out okay. As usual, it's a giant experiment. This is the Reshade app running a 3D overlay of a game that will allow me to see and use the Oculus in a 3D environment, and it's actually pretty freaky because as the water is as the water is coming up at the front of the screen there, I'm sort of holding my breath. I'm not sure if you can see everything that I can see, but alright, in order to get this screen to work, I'm probably going to have to drag my mouse across to it and click on it. Probably. Alright, I think it's designed for mouse and keyboard. This is ABZU, and I'm gonna explore this just for a little bit and see what works out. So what I've got is side by side on my monitor, and this is recording the Steam VR view. And what I've tried to do is add some 3D depth to the game so that when I'm actually looking at the picture, it actually looks like it's 3D. Now the trigger puts me down on the water. So not 100% sure. Excuse the bangs in the background. As people drop stuff. I'm not 100% sure that this is really good for the eyes, but okay. Now there's a lot of other functions. In fact, there's way too many functions. There's a whole bunch of anti-aliasing effects that you can add. And excuse the noises in the background. There's a whole bunch of anti-aliasing effects that can be added. And I'm not going to add them because it's upside down in the water. So I think normally what you would see is, if someone is streaming, is a flat screen and what's happening on the flat screen. But I think with this you actually get my head movements as well, which is going to be really annoying for you. But at least you move like I move. You should be able to see a big screen. So it projects it onto a large screen, which you can then bring closer to you, and you can even wrap the edges a little bit. Is this more immersive than the music is definitely haunting? Is this more immersive than just having it as you would have it normally? It definitely pulls you in more. I've heard that this works really well with Vortex on the Vive, but let's go back up again. Because my eyes really do feel like they're going underwater there. Now you can play with the depth settings. I've just run a basic set of settings with this. And I thought that this experience might be good for testing the depth settings. You need to spend like an hour noobing around on your keyboard, sliding things up and down and seeing what works. And of course there's zero instructions. If you want instructions, let me know. There's zero instructions on the internet about how to get this to work properly. I just had to download various files from various sources. You need these files, but they don't tell you what to do with the files. That's really cool. And also this is extremely taxing on my shitty computer, so not only are we running side-by-side graphics, we're running Steam overlays over the top, and we're streaming and running Google at the same time. I should probably shut down Google. It's probably not doing any good. What have I got open on Google? Just the reshade stuff, haven't I? Hold on. Hold on while you get a view of the sky. And I try to... Hold on, I'm going to hit Alt-Tab to get somewhere. Oh, you're going to lose everything there. That was unexpected. Where's that going to come up? Over here. Okay, let me shut down those windows and bring this back. Okay. The mouse, it's so smooth with the mouse. So incredibly smooth. Just watching it over there. As it's SBS'd on the other monitor. So it's smooth as well on the gamepad. Now, of course, it's rendering slightly different for each eye, and that's what's giving us this 3D effect. Of course, watching it, you don't actually get the 3D effect really when you're watching it on a flat screen, but in terms of immersion for a gamer, it does make a difference. Don't ask me what this game is about, because I've got absolutely no idea. I think you explore the underground world. I didn't read anything about it. It's been sitting in my game files for ages, and I think a couple of years ago I did sort of play it for an hour and see what I could come up with. I think it just sort of explore. Let's just swim through the sand. There. It's completely relaxing, that's for sure. I shouldn't be moving my head that much. As I said, this is just a test stream. Okay. Dive is trigger. A is boost your swim. Now you can reshade and play with the depth. Hello, sir. Hold to right. Okay. I can ride a fish. And the fish takes me somewhere. Okay. There's a lot going on here. You're gonna need good VR legs for this as well. Oh, I can interact with the statues. press view button to meditate. I do not know what the view button is. What is the view button? There's no such button as a view button. How can you give an instruction like that? The frame rate is cutting ever so slightly. At least it is for me. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm not sure what meditate. What? The question is this worth the effort? Press the view button to meditate. Okay, so what is the view button? We've got dive. No, that didn't work. That just made the character come up. Okay, so it's giving me the names of the fish. What's that? Goliath Grove. Okay. So what I'm doing here now is hopefully I can bring up the depth section. Bring up the depth map and you'll be able to see that's the depth map. Is it better to make it darker or lighter? It's really hard to... Oh, wait a minute. So if I set this all the way to 44 and click reload, that's one side. If I set it all the way to 1 or 2 and reload. Can't really see any difference. want to contrast it. Oh, that's really dark. And that doesn't help. And that's super light. I wonder what difference it makes having the VR view set further. So in order to get this, oops, let me get out of here, X. In order to remove the VR from this, watch it on the screen. You could, or you have to reinstall, uninstall. Oh look, there's something down there. Is that a coral or something? Okay. So I'm curious to see how this sort of short stream turns out. I kind of want to remove everything I've done and go go back and compare it to its original version. I'm just watching it on the screen. Let's see. Okay. So that's ABZU with reshade and 3D depth maps. It's definitely smoother watching it on the screen. It's probably because everything's running in the background. Okay, right. Thank you for tuning in. Not dropping out. Experiments abound. Abound. So yeah, just search Reshade 3D and there's a VR additional mod you can get from GitHub. Any questions, just ask. What a terrible explanation. Haters.